Hello.
And I will be just playing Final Fantasy in the background. Oh, oh yes. Oh yes. Why? There we go. Why is it? There it goes. It fixed itself. I hate that yellow border on my screen. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's better. Alright. What to do today? You know what? I think I will go fight more gods. Well, that's normal in Final Fantasy, but you know. Uh, we will not be playing. I don't have the brain cells to play Slay the Princess this week, so we'll be doing that maybe next week on Sunday, depending on how everyone's how both me and Clara are feeling, because he dragged me into the game. He has to sit through it with me. uh, we shall see. We shall see. I should have seen what was all selling. Oh. Oh, no. I'll just go to the market board. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's raining. Any other plans for today, Clar?
Apologies, I have been lost. What was that?
Any other plans for today besides chilling?
I am going to be chilling and watching 12-year-old videos of diss raps.
Okay. I
I
don't
happen
know.
to be a fan of Epic Lloyd, so
I mean, hey.
he's the other guy behind Epic Rap Battles of History, which is now older than some people who watch streams.
I'm gonna be honest here. That doesn't take much these days. Uh,
Fair enough,
Not ice crystal.
but I mean, 12 years is still a long time.
Yeah, it is. People stop tanking the market.
Oh no, no, no! You're telling me not to tank the system, you know? Stop and have people buy stuff.
I mean, I want people to buy stuff, but I also don't want. I really hate when the market crashes. It drives like people who sustain themselves off the market insane because it's like, but why though? There's
Because
no.
most of it is trash you can grab off of random stuff from your whatchamacallit, retainers, and when it fills up your inventory, you're like, oh crap, I gotta get rid of all this.
I mean, I don't mind them selling it, but it's like at least make it like don't. How do I say this? It's like don't like if you're gonna sell stuff, at least try and make a small profit off of it, you know?
Oh, I get it for free. I'm kind of losing the argument there.
Well, then walk up to someone random and just trade it with them.
Oh heck no, because it's junk. Most of the stuff that gets sold at low prices are super populated to the point where it's no longer in use. The stuff that actually sells is stuff you have to put work in and craft.
What do I want? What do I want? Let's go with lightning crystals, shall we? I think we shall. Wait. Fuck. It. I can't wait until Dawn Trail, but also I'm scared, I get, or I don't know what word I want to put to it. Like, I know that they're gonna stop, like, making things easier. Like, you know, sort of, like, they cater to us, but they don't because they don't want to make the game, you know, that easy where people no-brain it. And it's like, harder content should be, you know, harder. And stuff. I don't know where my brain is going right now, to be honest.
Everywhere. And nowhere at once.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. But, like, I'm glad that, from what I heard, what little I, like, pay attention to, it's like, they're not gonna keep homogenizing everything. It's like, yeah, they want you to be able to play the classes, but it's like, you also need to put effort into it. Into learning the classes, you know? And it's like certain classes, like Astrologian. I want to learn how to play the healers, Astrologian and, Astrologian, Sage, and Scholar. I have no idea how to play. It's like, I have to play them from square one to learn them. And that's easier.
You invite the devil's advocate into your door, and yet you start making statements like those. Do you really wish to have a discussion?
I don't mind learning the classes, you know?
That's fine. My argument on that would be like, okay, but the basics of the roles should all remain similar. Like, if you diversify the jobs too much, then you're like, are you really playing a tank when you're playing something like Gunbreaker and there's almost no way of defending another person in situations like that where it's like, oh yeah, you're focused entirely on DPS because your defense skills suck.
Well,
I take a little bit of homage with that. I'm okay with class diversity, but in the end, the tasks that you're doing are the same. Like the things that you are doing are always going to be: are you a tank? Are you a healer? Are you a DPS?
Yeah,
there's only so much you can diversify that without it, just throwing a different coat of paint onto the sparkly effects that you're doing for the exact same tasks. Which I think is where
it's more along the lines of, it's like, I don't like when they changed my personal experience from, like, for a tank standpoint. I play, okay, for anyone who doesn't know, I play a warrior. I am a warrior main when it comes to a tank. And I shall always probably be a warrior main. And that's fine. I still do not mind the other tanks. I don't mind it, and I don't mind healing them either. I know the difference between them. Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, and I will reiterate, I don't mind them.
That's the other problem. So the first problem is role understanding and balance, correct? Role understanding, right? The second one is balance. So, for the majority of Endwalker, it was like why play anything else but a warrior for a tank?
That, and you want to know something really funny? That pissed off a lot of warriors because, like, yeah, finally, it's like we finally got an upgrade to some of our skills, but also, please appreciate your other tanks. It's like,
Yep.
it's like no,
But-
appreciate
but
the
we-
Dark Knights, appreciate the
we-
Paladins, appreciate
we were
them.
back to A Realm Reborn again, where it was like, yeah, the only real tank is the warrior because the health HP pool and health regeneration is so freaking high that
I mean-
it is this solo job, period, done deal.
I mean, like, okay, from a warrior standpoint, we all thought that we were fine too, and I'm just like, they need to buff the other tanks because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, but there was only so many mechanics they could control in a circumstance like
Yeah.
that, where it's like, okay, I think we might actually have to nerf warrior a bit because
Yeah.
if we were to make every tank this strong, the tanks would just solo the fucking events.
Yeah, and like from a warrior standpoint, it's like I'm glad that you appreciate us again, but like because I think it was a thing during Shadowbringers where like warriors may have been like from my standpoint, I didn't see many warriors often, which was
So-
hilarious.
So getting back to it, that was just an example of the reasons why some level of homogeny is likely going to happen no matter what, and you're going to run into a lot of people that are just going to be upset that the game is balanced. The long and short of it is, if the game is balanced, a lot of things are going to seem the same because we have a large population of people and we have a large cast of classes to play. So it's gonna feel like, oh hey, you're a warrior and everyone's a warrior and every warrior is spec'd out the same. I'm like, yeah, because instead of trees we have different jobs. We already have like 20 of them.
I mean, my point of view is like, okay, the what is it? Dark Knight and Paladin tend to do magic. That's fine. Gunbreaker is the tanky DPS tank, the DPSing tank, which fine. And I mean, Dark Knight is also like that too.
Warrior is
Hello,
like
Kana.
that too.
Warrior has
I have looked forward to this
Warrior
moment.
traded in their like they have their birthdays, and that's their phase of DPS. Otherwise,
Mhm.
we're sort of semi lower on the scale of DPS.
Oh yeah,
But-
they eventually pulled that back on you through several patches.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Spellcleave burst is fucking nuts. It's
Yeah.
the most nuts phase of Warrior.
But as you were trying to say, it is effectively the sum total of your damage.
Yeah, and
But the truth of the matter is yeah, you deal less damage, your regeneration is absolutely
yeah,
ridiculous.
that's
Expect
what I see
you to
for
carry the damage check.
Yeah, what I see for Warrior is that Warrior is that damage sponge. They are the damage sponge that healers don't like when shit goes tits up. It's like they're there and you don't have to completely worry about them. I mean, like all tanks are like that, but Warriors just have a little bit more give because everything they have is about regeneration. And
Well, yeah, you're the meat sacks for damage absorption. Paladins are the damage reduction situation, like damage
Yeah.
reduction over time situation. The Gunbreakers are shield over time situations, and the Dark Knights are burst shield situations.
and what
But that
Warrior-
doesn't play out if the fights aren't designed to accompany all of them, which has been a problem for a while now.
And the one thing,
I mean, granted, and we're literally splitting hairs with this because we're talking job identities. The balance in this game is better than most games.
Yeah, it
existence,
is.
Period.
for and like one thing that a lot of people forget about for Warriors is that the only thing that we have really to help with damage is Shake, and then shake it off, and then we have a single shield that we can pop on someone. And that's it.
I wish I could invade music into your stream. Because I'd be playing Shake It Off in your stream. But seriously, I don't mind the idea of some of the jobs being similar enough to be able to. I'll put it this way: skill floor versus skill ceiling.
Yeah.
A person who plays a tank should be able to pick up another tank and still be competent.
Yeah. I mean,
If you're going to be a master of a tank, if you're going to be a master of a tank, then yeah, you need to understand the specialties and the ins and outs of your class a little bit better. But right now, where it stands is that it's just not really anywhere. And that's what's throwing people off, is that we don't have that sort of. We don't have very much skill expression in the game. That's where I'm thinking we're having issues, is that we have a lot of ability to function, but there's no hero moments in Final Fantasy XIV to speak of. The only real hero moments you get is where you burn an LB3 if you're a healer to resurrect an entire team and be able to clear something, or if you're a red mage and you manage to pick up a dead party. Everything that you do in this game gets filtered out of the kaleidoscope of effects, or the filtered out effects if you're playing seriously, that you get in here. So there's no real skill effect, no real opportunity for skill expression. And I don't think making the jobs feel more individual from each other is going to change that. It will up the variability, like the replayability, for those who don't mind playing beyond a certain scope. But if you diversify the jobs too much, then what you're going to have is people who don't flex. They'll affix themselves to one particular job and then not be willing at all to flex anywhere else. So that's my concern in that regard.
I mean, I get that, but also it's certain tanks have certain abilities. War. I'm gonna be honest here. I am still absolutely fucking salty about Overpower, because it was one skill that that warriors off from other ones, and it was can we? It's and then people. I get it. For most people in chat, it's I get it. I get that Onslaught was really, really wonky to learn at first, but
I don't think it's a matter, and here I am putting words in the developer's mouth. I don't think it's so much that it was a beginner's problem. That was an issue to a certain extent, but the real problem is the way the game's AI is designed. Enemies will surround you. They will do everything they can to surround you. That makes using linear AoEs very difficult unless you're not the tank. If you are the tank, the enemies are going to try to get at you.
The way that I learned how to do Onslaught, because you have Onslaught and then you have, I don't remember what it's called. Then you have a circle AoE.
Yeah,
for
that's the other thing. And you're not the only, it's not just the tanks that got hit with that. It was also it was also the fucking samurais, which drives me nuts. I'm AoEs should have some variance. I mean, why are we getting rid of cone AoEs when Dragoon has line AoEs, right?
Yeah, and the one thing for Warrior was they would, once you got Onslaught, you got both of them, you basically, as you're running up towards the enemies, which I tried to explain to several people, even friends, complained about Warrior Triangle, it's you run up to them, as you're running, you hit the fucking cone. It's very simple. And then you do big swing as you're running.
to be fair, they are encouraging the idea of using your gap closer first. Meh.
I mean,
So
well, when you first get like when you first get your AoE, you don't have gap closes anyway. So it's like get off your fucking high horse and it's like learn how to fucking use your skill.
I don't think you meant for Cthulhu to start gobbling balls.
No, I did not.
But no, the long and short of it is that I don't expect I don't expect issues like that to maintain. I'm sure there's enough uproar about it that some of these might be reverted. The fact that
I want
the
to.
the fact that the one from Samurai is not the one from Samurai did not need to be changed at all. The one from Warrior, in my opinion, didn't need to be changed at all. I think they'll
really
revert
didn't
those.
because I now have an issue where I have 2 circle AoEs for my AoE combo, and I'm used to a cone. Like I literally, it's like if you need help with it, ask someone who knows the class.
I would be of the opinion that they should just make both of your AoE attacks a cone.
Well, the one is for when you're surrounded by mobs. The other one is used for when
But
you're running up towards it because it was such a long and large cone.
But
It was
it's
a big boy.
but that's no longer a concern because
No, because they homogenized. They made
But
it to
no.
make it a basic bitch.
But what I'm saying is that if you're going to thematically have an AoE in one way, you should make your combo be the same. And your combo is the same now. It's circular. I would have preferred it to be the same as a cone. But the issue with Warrior, from what I saw, is that you had a cone followed by a circle. Cone by a circle. That's annoying.
Well,
Especially when the only occasions you're using your AoEs is in the brain dead circumstances of being surrounded anyways.
well, the thing also is I don't think a lot of people used our other AoE move that you get with your gauge, which is an issue because it's you have at least 3 AoEs, people. It's a matter of you have your gauge, you have the one that you get from your gauge, you have your normal combo, and then you have one that's from your gauge.
Yeah, but the gauge is different from your normal combo, which is, in my opinion, the normal combo could have both been conal, and then the gauge one could have been spherical. I was okay with that idea.
Swim free, my pet.
It's one of those things you're I literally used my circle AoE way constantly because I didn't know how to use the cone. And I hilariously went up to a friend and it was like, okay, how do I use this? And he's like, and he taught me it. And I'm like, I keep turning around and he's literally like, Kuya, honey, do you have the standard camera on? And I'm like, do you not have legacy camera on? I'm like, what's legacy camera? And he's like, honey. And he told me how to change it. And I'm just like, oh. So I had to work with learning the legacy camera, free camera, and it actually, and having it so that my character does auto phase, which also helped.
Yeah, it just means you don't backtrack, which is so much a difference.
Yeah, and it because you don't turn around and then completely go the way that you came, and it's as I worked with it, instantly I saw how much easier it was, and I'm like, oh, this is so much fucking easier. This is like hilariously easier. And I'm like, and as I was doing it, I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand now. It's like, that is so much better. Like, this is hilariously better. Especially, and I found like playing like that also a ton easier with other classes because I don't backtread all the time. And it's like, it's like, now I understand why I was having so much trouble with certain things, especially when I was playing Warrior and working with the old Onslaught cone. Because, I'm gonna be honest, that cone is like, you get like halfway to a bunch of mobs and you hit Onslaught and you would hit all three of them easily. So I'm just like, I get it now. But the thing is, also, people don't want to listen to your advice. It's like, they say, I have trouble with it. And like, you try to teach them that, and they don't want to listen to you. And it's like, well, I'm trying to help you, but you're not listening. It's like, you can have all the trouble you want, but if you don't ask questions and then listen to the advice that you're given, and maybe source it with other people, then why the hell are you asking me questions? It's like, I fucking made this class. Why the fuck are you asking me these questions if you're not gonna fucking listen to me? It was just like one of those moments I'm just like, if you're gonna ask questions, fucking listen.
Wind, guide my arrow.
I will have to warn you, I'm probably going to leave in a minute or so because I am exhausted after my day.
That's fine.
But, yes, I am of the mind where I am more or less done with any opinions as for Final Fantasy XIV because we are within a few months of a new expansion which is going to change everything up again. And then some classes are going to stay the same, some classes are going to be radically different yet again. And we're never going to be satisfied with what it settles in for.
My thing is like that I learned from growing up is like one of the best advice that my father gave me is like people are always going to be complaining. Never satisfy everyone, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
So don't try. Play
Yeah,
to your strength. Like if endgame is only going to work with endgame, the endgame people, then appeal to endgame people. Just don't make it so that everybody who isn't in endgame doesn't feel like they're valid for playing the game.
Yeah.
That's my only concern about that stuff.
Yeah, that's my thing too. It's like I want it to be able to be played by casual people who don't want to do endgame like savages and stuff, and all that stuff.
Like don't make it so that the gear that they get out of the content that they play is completely invalid to join in. So
Yeah.
someone who plays because it always should feel like that at any given time, if you're keeping up with the game, that you can.
But you can, like, for me, it's like, oh, I want to join in with I want to do Savage. Oh, I just need this type of gear. That's fine. I can get the tomes for this. This is easy. It's like,
Yeah.
that's just casual. You can casually get the tomes and buy the gear. And that's what I love about it, because I'm honestly a casual player.
Seriously, don't like the weekly cap on Tums most cases, but
I don't. Oh, they raised the cap though. If I remember.
no, 450 has pretty much been it for God knows how long. Where it's just like you earn 450 a week, and that's
It
well,
capped
right,
at 900 now.
a week.
Yeah.
Oh, I must
Yeah,
have
they
raised that
raised the
recently.
cap for it.
I'm guessing it's gonna be down to 450 again for the next expansion. We'll see.
Yeah, I heard like a couple of weeks ago, like they raised the cap that you could get. I'm like, huh. Well,
If that's a
nice.
permanent adjustment, awesome. If it's
Yeah.
not, then
I hope it's a permanent one. Ah, dang it.
quit getting hit on.
Nah.
I know he's hot, but seriously.
I mean, sure.
It's Ardbert's voice.
Don't do that to me. You jerk. It's like, don't do that to me. Don't say that.
It is.
I mean, Kalar.
See, I know everybody's weaknesses. You think I don't pay attention to your thirst?
Okay,
You're
come
wrong.
on. We all loved Arbert.
Arbert's a bro.
He is a bro. No, I don't feel like getting hooked. Not right now, anyway. Oh, someone's dead. Oh, two someone's dead.
I do like some of that in the games.
I do too. It's like you see someone go flying and they're dead on takeoff, and then you just see their body splat on the floor. And it's like you can't even be mad when it's you because your camera follows your body upward, and then you splat on the floor. And you're just like, huh? Well, all right, I'm dead. Can I have the healing top, you son of a? Ah!
Now, I am going to bail out before you get sucked into it again,
You're back.
because you know
The
it's
Onfalus.
crazy. But
It's
I
suddenly
am literally, for
transformed.
some reason, I am getting tired because I just ate and drank
Servants.
a bunch of milk,
What's the meaning
and
of this?
I am probably the only other thing I could do at this point is drink caffeine to fight it, and I don't want to drink caffeine because this is getting close to bedtime as it is, and yeah, so my brain is trailing off. It wants to distract itself with stuff it doesn't have to react to. So I am going to let you go. I hope you have a
Alright.
great stream
I
and
hope
a good
you have
night.
a great night.
And I shall see you on the flip side.
Alright, see you later, Kalar.
Bye bye.
It seems we're being summoned.
Let's see.
Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
I just want my coat back that I accidentally got rid of. Also, for those who are into Final Fantasy, no, I will not be doing yokai this stream. Because I hilariously do not need that on this character. Oh, well, this is lovely. Ah. I will take that hit. I will take that hit. It's fine. I have every minion that they have so far. I have and I have every weapon, and I just got the portrait frame earlier on today, so I don't need to do any of that on this character. And I don't know if I will do it on my other characters, to be perfectly honest. Because they are still at the end of A Realm Reborn. One is at the end of Shadowbringers, but I haven't played on that character for a while. Oops. Give me a second to. Woo-doo. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Had to move Discords. off its arm to beat up another Gundam. Alright. Okay, it's still working. Yay. Da, da, da. Nope, tablet, nope. I need to get a bigger desk. Oop, there we go.
Come, children, fulfill our final wish. See every last lotus returns to the star.
Big AoE, pain! That's on this side. Oh. Then it's outside. Alright. That's to this side. Yay! Oh god! I wasn't watching where.
Receive our love and transcend it. Blessings be upon their fairest.
Oh, I can't move. There we go.
Twas your faith that gave rise to his radiance.
Oh, honey.
Shine like the stars on high.
There we go. Everyone is up. Everyone is up. Oh, move, 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 move. Don't be a dumb twat. Don't be a dumb twat. Greedy mate. Melee DPS. Someone put it in shoot!
Mercy be upon our beloved children.
June, swear to God.
Lies strength.
The only good thing about them dying all the time is that I keep getting my blood lilies. Oh, goody. Why would you go over there? like this? Why? I don't. Well, people.
Overcome our final test.
Damn people. I love doing this. See. Go. Ah. There's not much to talk about, honestly.
Twas your faith that gave rise to this radiance.
Except for that, this hurts, and I hope that they keep up the pace of like the game of Final Fantasy the way it is, and they figure it out so that things don't get too stale, I guess. People are playing it. Ow. But like, I am open-minded. The game is easy. I don't mean this as a bash to people who don't know the game and make mistakes, because you're always gonna make mistakes. It's fine. It's to the people who don't want to make an effort to learn their class that they're playing, because that's not fair to say like the game is bad. Did someone just go flying, or was that just a dragon? It's a matter of the game is fairly easy. We have tooltips and all that kind of stuff, and honestly, if you know people, or you find people that you think know what they're doing, or before they play a class that you wish to play, ask questions. No one's going to hurt you for asking questions. No one's going to yell at you, and if they do, then, you know, don't listen to those people because they're not worth your time at all. Not even close. Because there's no reason for people to get angry at people for asking questions. I think the community is good enough on it. I mean, yes, Final Fantasy community is not perfect. We will, I hate to say this, we will never be perfect. We don't claim to be perfect. I mean, but we are up there in that we are the people who, you know, keep their mind open to it. It's like, we're open-minded to questions. We love people who ask questions. We love taking care of, and I think this is iterated all over the place with Final Fantasy XIV player content creators. We like answering questions. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. We do not mind answering questions, and if we don't know the answer to the question, we will try and find someone who will, or we will point you into the direction of those people. Because, yes, I have met people who weren't the kindest in the community, but that is not the community as a whole. And yes, I know there are people in the community who will say things like, oh, why aren't you playing Final Fantasy, and yada yada yada. It's like, and so forth, and like, get after you for not wanting to play and stuff like that. It's like, don't listen to them, ignore those people, because Final Fantasy is a game where you can take however long you want, because it is, in and of itself, very aware. It's like, Yoshi P himself has openly stated, if you are bored of the game, and you don't want to pay your subscription anymore, cancel your subscription and play something else. He hopes that you come back. It's like, and a lot of communities like, alright, you're bored of the content, or whatever, or the game's not for you. Cancel the sub, or, you know, and just like take a break, or just don't play anymore, take a break or whatever, and we'll see you back if you come back. And that's all there is to it. So it's like, I don't get why people want so much out of the game. Like, they try hard to give us what they want, but in the end, as I said earlier, they can't, and I don't think they should please everyone, because that is impossible. There is no way to do so. And I wish the game to be fun. I want it to be, you know, I want people to be able to play the classes that they want, but I also want them to put in, like, if you want to play a class, put in the effort, at least a little bit of effort, to learn the class. Ask questions of people who play the class, or like, just ask questions. It's like, people will teach you how to play the class. It's like, and yes, and like, people will even give you hints. Like, one of my friends gives hints because he's a mentor, and he's not doing it to tell you how to play the game. He's trying to help. Mentors who say something, like, and they're not being stuck up about it, they're just trying to help you. Also, the mentor system in the NA version of the game is full of people who, and quite honestly, think the crown is some sort of trophy or accomplishment. The crown is there to show that that you know what you're doing, and that you're willing to help. It isn't some trophy or achievement that you can lord over people. It's like, most people will will be able to get the crown at some point anyway. Like, I am pretty sure that I am close to being able to get the crown. Do I ever want to be shown with the crown? Because I will be the first person to say this. A lot of us old players, when we get into old content that we haven't done for like a year plus, or even like half a year or a year plus, it's like, and we're just sit there, we're like, what? How do we do this fight again? It's one of those things like I have gone into fights in like my roulettes and done an old dungeon, an old trial, and stuff, and gone, how do I do this again? It's like, how does this go again? And after a few, like, it will wipe like maybe once or twice, and it's fine. Wiping is inconsequential to this game. You don't care. It's like a lot of times I will laugh at a wipe and just go, okay, now I remember. Or I'll die, or like I'll do something stupid and die in the game and be like, oh, right, this is how that goes. The game isn't meant to be taken overly seriously. The game is for fun, and people who take this game overly seriously aren't, I'm gonna be honest, they aren't fun to play with. It's like, a lot of the community is very, very chill. Yes, we have the raid community who can be very, 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 very high strung, but also, there have been certain things that have happened that make them that way, to shape them that way. And it's not always... What is cooking? That smells very... What is... Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry. Sorry about that. I got distracted. Oh boy, ADHD go burr.
Let us see how you fare against my
What was I
servants.
saying? What was I saying? Oh, right. Like, things are, like, it's certain things that happen in the community that shape certain things. But also, it's, it is a matter of the community deal with those things. Like, there's certain things that, yeah, we can't take care of and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people will say, like, we can't say things without, like, getting in trouble. It's because sometimes it is not possible for us to deal with those things in a way that isn't, or seen as, what's the word? Like harassment or bullying or something. Like, okay, if you're racist, you're gonna get, freaking called out on it. Like, people are gonna call out, the community will call out the people
Only to be expected
who
to
do
really
who
vanquish
are,
my pupil Byron.
you know, an
It
issue.
shall be my
We'll call them out
pleasure to welcome
personally
you
first,
personally.
but also if they don't change their ways or they don't realize it, we're going to report them. And I am probably all over the place with my talking, and I'm sorry about that if I
have
seem
looked
to
forward to this moment,
be everywhere
children
and
of
nowhere
man.
at the same time.
The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
What? Oh, he's never faced that way before. Why do figuring out what that good spell was threw me off. Okay. But like one thing that I have dealt with is like, well, not personally dealt with, but have seen and stuff. It's like people will say something that's, you know, rude, and it's like we can fight and argue back and forth and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, someone, if you're gonna be a jerk, then the community's gonna call you out on it, and they're not gonna sit there and just let you have your way. It's a matter of principle, and they want to keep the community. Why is this person almost dead? They should not almost be dead.
Of ignorance be cleansed.
But it's a matter of they want the game to be accessible to everyone and not like a cesspool of toxic bullshit, which I really, really like because like
The waters of your mind.
it's like no one wants to play a game that is inherently toxic. For the most part, anyway. Or, I don't know. It's like, why be toxic about a game? It's a game. It's not like it's going to kill you. And if it is, then why the hell are you playing said game? But, it's... My train of thought is all over the place. Holy crap. But it's like, say...
Small wonder the others have exalted so.
I don't... There's no way that I can actually say anything without calling out certain games. So, like, certain game communities. But it's like... Think of it like the Helldiver... Like I saw earlier on, like the Helldiver CEO doesn't want PvP in the game, which, you know, and as people know, that PvP games tend to be very, I hate to say it, they tend to be very bloody toxic.
Share with me your ruminations.
I'm going the wrong way. Game mechanics and not get my face beaten. But like, yeah, there's like Final Fantasy 14 had PvP, yes, but they also changed it so that they made it so like more toxic behavior couldn't be done in the PvP community because that's what they don't want. Why? Yeah. Have a lily, so yay!
Well done, wise children. Well done.
But
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then, mortals.
but certain
Stones to face the navigator.
I feel like I'm digging myself a hole, but oh well.
Don't keep me waiting.
Like certain, like I personally think that I don't understand why PvP has to be so toxic, or like, you know, it's like play a game unless it's like in competitive kind of setup or something.
I'll teach you the way
in real life, like competitive, like things, like even then, you shouldn't be toxic about it. But like, play a game to have fun. Don't play it to like lord it over people because like that makes no sense to me personally, I guess. And it's one of those things like, what is the point of playing a game that you're just gonna get worked up on? Like, yeah, you want to win, but like, is it really worth it if you're not getting anything out of it except for the illusion that you're greater than, I don't know, people maybe half your freaking age? Like, I don't mind playing PvP if that's what this is giving the illusion to. I don't mind PvP. I'm actually probably the worst person to play PvP because I know exactly how I can possibly turn out to be. But like, in certain situations, I don't mind a PvP sort of atmosphere. But sorry, trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. It is sort of like, what is the? It's like, yeah, you get the sad section of meeting people. Big whoop. It's like there are always going to be people who are better at the game than you. So it's like there's no point. Like toxicity of it all, and it confuses me greatly. But that just might be my personal mindset on life. It's like, no point. Sort of deal.
You don't mind if they play too.
Eh. Lady, can you please stop moving?
Join us in the excitement. Dance upon the waves.
I also am of the mind that,
Clever serpent.
like, I am an extremely chill kind of person. So that kind of stuff doesn't make sense to me.
Feel the fight of the navigator.
But anyway, watch me get a whole bunch of crap for my way of thinking. But oh well. Stop dying. 19 plus. I'm probably too
To seek new horizons, you must
Doesn't
come
matter.
together as one. It falls to you and yours to navigate the seas ahead.
After all this time, it feels strange calling to you thus.
Anyway, rant done, because whatever. I am almost out of water.
Thank you for making it this far. Not long now, till our journey together must end.
Will one of my red mages die?
Face you.
Oh, that's right.
Strong are they who roam.
I might have to call it after this one because I am getting hungry because someone made food.
Stand firm amidst the storm.
And I smell food now, and I am now distracted because I'm hungry. Also, I'm getting tired of not getting what I want, even though this has only been like 2 runs of this. Ah. And I love this alliance raid, but holy balls! I just want the healing top. Nope. Oops. I was not cooking up on that. Hey, there you go.
Wind, guide my arrow. My bowstring sings.
I am fucking hungry. I also need to sneeze, but I won't sneeze.
You can overcome this. I know you can. Arise!
Oh, that's someone else.
Your prayers have given
Light
us
mage.
strength.
Okay.
By fighting you,
I thought I
that
accidentally
strength
hit
shall
my
be
wing.
returned to the stars. Come, grant us our heart's desire. Stay not your steps.
That'd be funny if he repeated the same spot that he hit those. My dude. There we go. That's really. What did I do? There we go.
Behold the wanderer's arrow.
journey ends. Blessings be upon you on the road ahead.
I guess I could have done more bugs today, but maybe later on tonight. Maybe I'll do something very strange. Who knows?
May the wind ever be at your back.
How about you die before we get that off? Thank you.
The sweet soul of parting. I beg you, stay the course to the end.
The fending top again? Ah. That was quick. Only slightly.
You're back. The Omphilus. It's suddenly transformed. Servants.
Only slightly.
What's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you.
Woo. Oh, the rest of them are dead. Right.
It seems we're being summoned. Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Fruit. Classic internet. Interesting names. Interesting names. Questionable names. Very, yes. But, oh god. Okay. Huh. I love when people actually do their job and interrupt these things. I say that like I'm not absolutely dog water at this. I'm doing that.
Come, children, fulfill our final wish. See every last of us returns Fight with all your being.
Do-do-do-do-do. And then circle.
Receive our love and transcend it.
Ooh, truck. Oh, hey, no one. Everyone made it there. Yay.
Blessings be upon their fairies.
Where is my thing? There it is. Have more shields. Shields are fun. More shields. And shields and shields.
Trust your faith that they rise to this radiance.
God, why does it hurt? It hurts so much, and yet it hurts. You know what? I'm gonna shut the hell up with that one. Oh, there's so many jokes. Someone got punted in the face. I used to be so scared of healing, and now it's just one of those things that I just do. Don't get me wrong, I'm scared of healing with the other healers, because I don't understand shield healing at all, no matter what people tell me. And I haven't sat down and just worked on it yet, so it's like I don't understand it very well. Oh god. Yay! We all made it! We're alive! For how long? Who knows? But, I do wish to know all the healers at some point. Just like I wish to know all the tanks at some point. But as I said before, I have nothing against like the other tanks or anything. I just happen to be slightly dog water at them. Because I'm used to the fallback of I am a squishy well not squishy, I am a bloody self-healing pile of HP that does not know the meaning of have low HP for very long. Don't get me wrong, you can die as a warrior, because there are times when you F it up. And effing it up is effing up as a warrior is hilarious because it's like you know you did something wrong. It's like you know you should have survived, and you know you should have survived, but you screwed up, and now you're paying for it. And it's just like, well, I I did a fucky. That. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. Oh. Ha! I win! Nope, 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 nope. You can take that pokey stick and shove it up your butt. But that is cool. Right. I know where. Ow. Whee! No! Put that down. There we go. I have gotten very good at this part. Even though I haven't done this in like I don't know how long. Oh. At least she won't finish. Go away. Thank you. Man! Oh well. Maybe I'll get some music. Nope. Ugh. Oh look, 3 accommodations. It is warm in my room. It is warm. And I have been going for an hour, I think. It says an hour on my thing, but almost an hour and a half. That works. But I think I will call it here for now. Just a short stream to try and keep a schedule. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, listening to my stupid rant, and hopefully we will keep the trend of finding days that I'll normally stream. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, and have a good night!